All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to our second debate for 6th hour in the 2019-2020 season of Semester 1 debate. Let's give everybody a round of applause today. Yay! And this Prime Minister is raring to go. So we will welcome Cynthia to the microphone and remind Ms. Timekeeper, who is Maggie, and she does know the hand signals. And I will remind the timekeeper and the speaker that this is a speech that should not exceed 3 minutes in length, okay? So only 3 minutes in length. If you'd like to adjust the microphone, you can. It is turned on, and we should be ready to go. Okay. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Wait,
all right.
Can you hear?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
I am Cynthia Bennett. I'm the Prime Minister. I would like to thank my partner Lauren for being here. I'd like to thank the opposition. I would like to thank the judge, the timekeeper, and the audience for being here to hear our debate today. The topic we will be covering is whether students should or should not have to complete 3 service hours a semester. The first point I'd like to bring up is that students may feel that St. Paul's is a home to them, so why not take care of it? For example, students come from all over the states and all over the world, really, from different countries to come to this school. So they may come here and think of it as their second home. Many times when students feel that way, they may want to participate and take care of the school that they live in. Which brings me to my second point. We as a government think that it is important for students to participate in school activities. These activities not only include sports, but also cleaning up after themselves. My third point brings me to, we as a government know that St. Paul is a Christian school, so many people here may have the mindset of being a Christian. Being a Christian shows their service to others and their wanting to help to others. For example, many students want to show their appreciation, may want to show their appreciation by helping with things like LSAM or the lock-in for the grade schoolers and other activities like that. So to review, our first point was students may feel that St. Paul is a second home to them, so why not help take care of it? Second point being as participation to help out around the school, and the third point being having a Christian mindset. Many may have that mindset to serve others. I would like to say thank you to my partner Lauren for being here with me. I would like to say thank you to the opposition, the judge, the timekeeper, and the audience, and vote for government.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. And time, please, Ms. Timekeeper.
2:45.
Thank you very much. 2:45. Ms. Timekeeper, will you please put 1 minute on the clock for Justin to prepare his arguments? Thank you so much.
It's hard being Prime Minister. Sorry. I did not feel that yesterday.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Timekeeper. We'd like to go ahead and welcome our second speaker for the debate, but the first speaker for the opposition, Monsieur Justin, to the microphone. Let's give him a round of applause. Yay! All right, we'd like to remind both Ms. Timekeeper and Mr. Speaker that this is a speech that should not exceed just 3 minutes in length. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead.
Hello, my name is Justin Griffith. I'm the leader of the opposition. I'd like to thank my partner Heaven for being here today, and I'd like to thank the government. I would also like to thank the audience, judge, and timekeeper for being here today. And the topic we are discussing is whether students should or should not complete 3 service hours each semester, and we are not for it, so they complete them whenever they want. The government's first top idea was, it feels like their second home, so why not take care of it? But students here at St. Paul's may be here more to learn about school, and they want to use their time more to learn than having to clean up everything. And then the second topic they were discussing was it's important to participate in school activities, even if it's also cleaning. And we think that, the opposition thinks that sports take time as well as cleaning, so we don't want another thing to do while we're in other activities. Because sometimes service hours can take up 1 to 2 hours in our day when we have other activities to do, so we might not have enough time. And then their third topic was, because we're a Christian school, it shows to others how great we are. And we think that just because you're a Christian doesn't mean that you have to help out in everything you do, and you have to so just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you'll have to help out everyone. And it shows that so to review, our first idea was students are here more to learn than give time into cleaning and other things. Our second topic is sports take up time as well as other activities, so we might not have enough time to clean around. And our third topic is that just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you have to help out all the time. I would like to thank my partner Heaven, I'd like to thank the government, and I would like to thank the audience, timekeeper, and judge for being here, and vote for the opposition.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Justin. And time, please.
2:50.
2:50. Thank you very much. If you could please, Ms. Timekeeper, go ahead and put 1 minute on the clock for Lauren to prepare her arguments, I would appreciate it.
Stop.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. All righty, let's give a nice warm welcome to our third speaker for the debate today, that Ms. Lauren. Let's give her a round of applause. We welcome her as the member of government, and we'd like to remind both Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker that in this speech it should only not exceed 3 minutes yet again. If we could take our place, please. Oh, carefully take our place. Sorry, didn't realize it was a death-defying trick to get to the microphone. All right, and are you comfortable with where the microphone is, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. All righty. Ms. Timekeeper, you said you're ready?
Yep.
Fabulous. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and hit it.
Hi, my name is Lauren Bonar. I am the member of the government. I would like to thank my partner, Cynthia Bennett, for being here with me today. I would also like to thank the opposition for debating with us today. And lastly, I would like to thank the judge, timekeeper, and audience for listening to our debate today. The topic for today is whether students should or should not have to complete 3 service hours per semester. As the government, we have cited that students should have to complete 3 hours of service work. The point made by the opposition was that students are here to learn and focus on their academics. While many students are here for educational purposes, doing service hours and completing different activities can allow for life lessons to be taught on campus. The second point that the opposition had made was that it might not be preferable for a student to have yet another item on the to-do list along with their other activities. We have acknowledged this, but we do not know how to fight it yet. And their last point was just because you're a Christian does not mean that you have to help everyone. Many Christians believe that one way to serve God is by serving others. And that can be found throughout many parts of campus through the service hours that is completed by students. So in review, we believe that you can learn many life lessons from completing different service hours or chore-like activities here on campus. We were not able to fight their second point about doing other activities along with service hours. And our last point was that Christians believe that you can serve God by serving others. So again, I would like to thank my partner, Cynthia Bennett, for being here, the opposition for debating with us, and the judge, timekeeper, and audience for listening, and vote for government.
Thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, Ms. Lauren. And time, please, timekeeper.
2:29.
2:29. Thank you very much. All right. Would you please, Ms. Timekeeper, put 1 minute on the clock for Heaven to prepare her arguments, please? Thank you so much. You're doing an excellent job. And that is not a fallacy. All right. Thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. I appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and welcome Heaven, please, with a great round of applause as the second speaker for the opposition. We'd like to remind both Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker that this is a speech that should not exceed, there you go, you got it, that should not exceed more than 3 minutes in length. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fantastic. Ms. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
My name is Heaven. I am the member of the opposition. First, I would like to thank my partner, Justin. And second, I would like to thank the government and the judges, the timekeeper, and the audience. Our topic for today is whether students should or should not to have to complete 3 service hours per semester. We as a opposition believe that they shouldn't do the service hours. The government said that those service hours can allow
life lessons, but they already know how to clean back in their in their home, and there they might come to St. Paul to learn science and math stuff. For the second topic, they don't have idea. For the third one, they said one way to serve God is by serving others, but some students might not be Christians, so those things couldn't apply to them, or like force those students to go in this way. So when I review our point, some students may learn those lessons back in their home, and some students may not be Christians. I would like to thank my partner, the government, the audience, the judges, and the timekeeper for being here, both for the opposition.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause. And time, please, timekeeper.
151.
151. Thank you very much. All right, Miss Timekeeper, don't forget, Justin, we're coming back to you next. Okay, yes. You just that's exactly what you do. You restate it, okay? So restate it, and if you have support already for it, go through it again. I know. So you restate it, and you get, like, what was your second point? Restate it. Tell us what it was all about, okay? Okay, that's all you got to do, because they didn't have anything. You're fine. No, you're fine. So whatever it was that you used to fight, restate your point. So whatever you have for second point. And then you restate, and yes, and then you take her stuff and you restate it and fight it, okay? You're going to be fine. Just relax. I think you're making it too big of a deal. Just go ahead and fight it. I'm sorry, Ms. Timekeeper. Have you started time already?
No, I'm not.
Okay, could you go ahead and do that now, please? Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, we would like to, thank you. We would like to welcome our final speaker for the opposition today, Justin, with a round of applause. Make him feel welcome. And we would like to remind both Ms. Timekeeper and Mr. Speaker that this time, it's only a speech that should not exceed 2 minutes in length, okay? So remember, it's only 2 minutes. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready? Yeah. Okay, Mr. Speaker, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
Hello, my name is Justin Griffith. I'm the leader of opposition. I'd like to thank my partner Heaven for being here. I'd like to thank the government, the audience, judge, and timekeepers for being here. The topic we're discussing today is whether students should or should not complete 3 service hours each semester, and we think they should not. Our first idea was that they might have learned life lessons at home, so when their primary goal coming here might be more to learn academics. And our second idea, they did not have a rebuttal for it, but earlier in the debate we discussed that sports might take more time up as well as other activities, so they might not have time to go and clean and do service hours. And our third idea was students at St. Paul's might not be Christians, even though there are some here. So it might not apply to all of them, and they might not understand what you need to do as a Christian for service hours. And so to review, our first idea was they might have learned life lessons at home. Our second idea was sports take up too much more time as well as other activities. And number three, some students at St. Paul's might not be Christians. And I would like to thank my partner, Heaven, the government, the audience, judge, and timekeeper for being here today, and vote for opposition.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Justin. And time, please, timekeeper.
1:32.
1:32. Thank you very much. All right, could you please put 1 minute on the clock for Cynthia to prepare her final statements for the government?
Stop.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Timekeeper. All right, let's go ahead and give Cynthia a warm welcome and a round of applause as the last speaker for our debate today from the government and in general the debate. We'd like to remind both Ms. Timekeeper and Ms. Speaker that this is a speech that should not exceed more than 2 minutes in length this time. Ms. Timekeeper, are you ready?
Yes.
Fabulous. Whenever you are ready to begin, ma'am, you may.
Okay. I am Cynthia Bennett. I am the Prime Minister. I would like to thank my partner Lauren for being here today. I would like to thank the opposition. I would also like to thank the judge, audience, and timekeeper for being here today. The topic we are discussing is whether students should or should not have to complete 3 service hours a semester. We, as the government, say that they should have to complete 3 service hours a semester. The opposition stated that students are here to learn rather than to clean, and that they already know how to clean back in their hometown. We, as the government, believe that life lessons can still be taught to many people, whether you know how to clean or do certain service hours around campus because you're with different people that you may have never met before or not. The second point the opposition stated was that they may play sports at the same time and do not have enough time to do both service hours and their athletic sport. We as the government say that it may take time out of your day or your other activities, but it still creates it still brings a beautiful campus to everyone that comes through here and can bring new relationships that you never knew before. The third topic being just because you're Christian doesn't mean you have to help out. It doesn't apply to everybody, but we still think whether you're Christian or not, it is still your duty as a citizen to clean up after yourself, and that may include taking time.
Okay, let's go ahead and give a round of applause. And thank everybody for participating in our debate today. Good job. Thank you.